Previously on
Nerdworthy. There we go. Okay. Round 2, fight! Alright, here we go. This is the next level of the tiers. We're going to have to decide what's going to go up against each other on this one. So, we'll note it down. We'll note it down a little bit. We basically have, I think it's 8 left, or is it, we started with 8. I know we started from the bottom, and now we're here, but I don't know what we have
You
left.
suck, Drake.
Okay, so...
Oh, and I don't know if you guys can see, but we have another very special guest accompanying us for this episode.
Yep,
Meow.
there she is. She's finally decided to join us and grace us with her presence.
Meow, meow.
Welcome back, Javi and Tina. Part 2 of the finale of Season 1 of the Nerdworthy Show, where we are polling the most infamous 90s intros of all time. Let's have some fun, guys. Let me fix my hair, guys, because I look like a maniac over here. So, okay. We're going to have the survivors are Rugrats,
Yes.
Arnold, Rocco, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Doug, X-Men, and Spider-Man.
If this wasn't already hard, it's just going to get harder now.
Okay, so I'm going to go...
She said,
I started that, and
Yeah.
right as it came out of my mouth, I knew what I was
Ruggies.
walking into. Oops.
Rugrats. I'll play some music or something while I do this, just because, unless you got another joke for us, Javi?
Hey.
ooh, a joke. I don't know, do you have a joke? I gotta really think of mine.
Hit him with the... Hey, Alexa, hit him with the Donnie. That's my new favorite clip on the internet.
Okay, I think we got a pretty cut and dry here. We got a good set of verses here. So we got basically how Rugrats versus Arnold would be fair.
Okay.
Doug versus Rocco would be fair.
Yeah.
And then we have Spider-Man versus MMPR.
Okay.
Spider-Man versus my morphin.
Rangers versus Spider-Man.
Don't
Oh, it's just gonna get harder here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just gonna get harder. And then X-Men versus Doug, Rocco. Wait a second. One of these might be seeded through. We have to decide now. So we have Arnold, Rugrats, Rocco, MPR, Doug, X-Men, Spider-Man. So yes, one of these is going to have to be seeded, ladies and gentlemen.
Ruh-roh.
What do you guys think? We got Rugrats, Arnold, Doug, Rocco, Power Rangers, Spider-Man, and X-Men. I would seed X-Men because it swept. It swept.
Yeah.
It completely swept.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
let's
fair.
let them,
That's worth the victory.
X-Men, we know you're cool, okay? You got a new show.
X-Men makes it through. Immediately, X-Men makes it through.
Yep.
Just on the fact that we all voted X-Men versus, what was it, TMNT. And that begrudged me a little bit. I'm still sort of
sad.
upset about it.
Little sad.
You know, that's a very, to me, that intro is so iconic. I used to dance on the couch to it.
I mean,
Picture your brother in a giant t-shirt and underwear with his toys. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And this was this was so long ago. I was probably, what, 28, 29?
to this day, I still want to break dance like I have a show. Come on,
Right? I mean, that had to make it so much easier to spin, you know?
Exactly.
God, those guys had the upper hand. All right, so cool. We have officially X-Men moving on, and we have 3 tiers to work through here, ladies and gentlemen. And don't be mistaken, we're not stupid people. We have other ones on the back burner. We didn't forget about your fucking SpongeBob is. We didn't forget about what is the other ones that we were mentioning right now that I'm forgetting about right now. We didn't forget about the ones that I'm forgetting about right now.
Yeah, they're there.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z. I mean, come on now.
This was not one that we talked about, but Scooby-Doo.
Scooby fucking Doo. Well, I mean, it's not necessarily 90s, but I mean,
that's fair.
Well, didn't they have the What's New Scooby Doo, and that theme song was actually not bad?
Yeah.
Simple Plan.
You know, simple fucking plan.
Simple Plan did it.
I mean, you're gonna get my vote there.
Coming after you, gonna solve the mystery.
What was up with that guy's voice? Did he, you know,
No
was
idea.
he?
Never hit puberty.
I mean, was it like he was castrato? You guys have heard of castrato? That type of singing. There you have, you know, bass singers and tenor singers, and there was this thing. It used to be. It was called castrato. You guys ever heard of this?
No idea.
No.
So these are the singers that way back in like honestly I don't even know the time period. I guess it would be like the 1800s. I would assume when you know people were performing live music and stuff. Dudes would cut off their balls at their young ages,
I was
so that
really,
they wouldn't.
hoping that wasn't where it was going to go.
Castrato
but
is
based off
exactly
of-
how it sounds.
Yeah.
So that
I heard-
they don't get their full puberty and they could sing like Bruno Mars pretty much all the time.
I mean, I would believe it actually from the Simple Plan. What's his name? The lead singer of Simple Plan?
Oh, dude, I don't
Pierre
remember.
something.
I don't know, but he never had.
They're
a mustache
French
or
Canadian,
beard.
I want to say.
He never had a mustache or beard ever. I feel like I've never seen one on him.
You know what? You're right. And he's like,
Never went through puberty.
I saw a video with them the other day, ironically, with Avril Lavigne. They're performing with Avril Lavigne. And, yeah, dude still doesn't have facial hair.
Does he so
Huh.
mohawk?
Yeah, he does actually.
Maybe it's like the secret society of castratos. They just don't tell
That they just
people.
don't tell people.
Probably.
If we're
Helen
still
Quinn?
doing
No,
it.
just kidding.
Helen Quinn? It all makes sense now. It all makes all the sense now. Oh man.
Oh my Lanta.
Cut to a shot of King for a Day right here. Right there. Right there. Okay, so how did we even get onto?
I don't
Oh
know.
yeah.
How do we riff the way we riff
I
sometimes?
don't know. I'm not aware.
No.
So yeah, I mean, I had another interesting thing because I mentioned Bruno Mars. Did you guys know that he's like massively in debt? Did you guys know that?
Because of his cocaine.
Like you would have no gambling addiction.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's like kind of
that's a combo.
he's, like,
To have a
owned
coke
by
addiction
MGM.
and a gambling addiction.
he's like owned by MGM now.
Dude.
He's like he has like a residency there, which you would think that he'd be like a successful like currently touring
no,
the
he's,
world
like, in
musician.
prison at
He's
MGM
stuck
performing
at
to get
MGM to get because he's in gambling debt with him. Isn't that crazy?
Jeez, that's wild.
Yo, that is wild.
That's some real shit right there.
probably
That guy. That honestly, all the shit I've ever talked about Bruno Mars, I feel like, dude, I want to party with that guy now. I bet you he's a fucking party.
Well, and that's the thing though, is that like it's Bruno fucking Mars, dude. He had to have gambled a
lot of money. That's a lot of money to be in
a lot of
debt.
fucking money, man.
Oh man, I hope I'm not spreading misinformation. It's just something I heard today. So, but yeah, that's crazy. Just
Looks like
because you know,
Uptown fucked him up. Uptown.
Right.
Uptown fucked him up.
Okay, so all right, let's get into this. How we're almost at like 10 minutes. Cool. So we'll move through this one. I think. Rugrats versus Hey Arnold. That was a lock for me. That was easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Rugrats still.
I'm going Rugrats.
Rugrats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that one was gonna be a sweep. I was like putting it like I was ready to put Doug versus Rugrats. You know, should it be Rocco versus Arnold and then Doug versus Rugrats? Do you think that's fairer? Because I still feel they're equally hard to choose.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Wait, so it's currently Doug versus Rocco?
I think what's going to end up happening is Doug's going to have to go up against Rugrats at some point, and then we're just going to have to decide one of the hardest decisions of our life.
Yeah,
We're just going to have to decide, guys. So yeah, Ruggies moves on.
Ruggies.
Shout out the Ruggies.
Shout out the Ruggies.
They're hanging in. I would love to see this be Rugrats versus X-Men. I think that's what I'm really hoping for, because that's going to be hard for us guys. It's going to be
might
difficult, and just tear jerking I couldn't think of words right there. I was like, heartbreaking,
brain
tear
broke.
trigger. I had a stroke for a second, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah, let's go Doug Rocco then. Doug versus Rocco.
Doug versus Rocco's Modern Life. I'm probably still gonna go Doug. I'll go Doug. Doug over the two of us.
I'm going Rocco.
Going Rocco.
Yeah.
B-52's version.
Yeah, B-52 version, yes.
So
Pantsless Wallaby has my heart.
you honestly kind of changed my opinion about the Doug song a little bit in the last episode.
What?
You kind of did. Well, honestly,
What did I do for that?
putting it up against something like that where it's like me, I picture like the same emotions of watching television as a kid as you. You're fucking pumped to watch Batman. You know what I mean?
That-
But
That could also just be my ADHD. I don't know.
you're like, I'm pretty sure I would just do that noise all the time
I
around
can't
my house.
walk calmly down the street.
Whether the show was on or not. I
Yeah.
would just
Yep.
But yeah, no. So the walking down the street analogy like changed it for me. I was like, he's right.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that music is for. It's either for the intro to Doug or what else could you do?
Yeah.
What else could you do to the Doug theme
I
song?
can't think of anything else to do but walk or strut down the street. Not even strut, just walk.
Yeah, just kind of confidently
Yeah.
walk. You know,
God,
not-
you couldn't even
Like,
strut.
I'm having a good day. Like, it's almost like they...
Doug is not the type of guy who would have a strut.
No, that would be his...
You know?
What's that bully's name?
Roger
Peter
Claus.
Roger? No,
Roger
Peter,
Claus.
that's homie.
That's his
yeah.
friend.
Yeah, the guy... That's the only... That's the only
Mike does a great skeeter.
Does he?
Yeah, he does that fucking so on point. Hey, Doug. Fucking rules.
Oh my god. Well, no, actually, sorry. This is just a thought that I've had. You guys remember the Little Tykes carts? They're like yellow and red. Everyone owns one.
Yeah. There's that little,
Rocco's best friend is that. That's what they are the same thing. I equate. He looks
The colors.
He looks like
It's
that.
the-
He looks
the-
like a Little
you're talking
Tykes
about
car.
Heifer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like a Little Tykes car.
Yeah, a little tyke is basically the bottom half is Heifer's suspenders, and then the top half is his shoulders and body.
Yep.
Somebody should take a little tyke's thing and then put a little heifer head on it.
Yep.
That'd be great. That would be great. Stay tuned, guys. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll be that somebody. Maybe that's what I'll do.
Yep.
Let's see. Oh yeah, shout out He-Man and Man of
Oh, yeah.
Arms. Or that's not Man of Arms. What guy is that? I forget.
I forget.
I didn't watch He-Man a lot. I'm gonna be honest.
No, I didn't either.
I watched Thundercats more. I was more of a Thundercats
I think
man.
I only like He-Man because of the Dolph Lundgren movie. That's about it.
Really?
Yeah, the live action. I was like, oh,
I
this was a
love
cartoon?
the movie.
movie
Don't get me wrong.
was
I
awesome,
honestly I love the
And
movie,
Courtney Cox,
and it's
too.
the only young Courtney Cox,
Yeah.
on point. But I love the movie, and that's probably more of my it's more of my experience with He-Man. I like the cartoons plenty. I'll put them on in passing. They're great to sleep to. But I've never really followed the story. I don't know
I
a
was
lot
just about
about
to
it.
say, I was like, the only time I could say I ever watched He-Man was in my dreams because
Amazing.
it was on the TV when I was sleeping.
Yeah.
Didn't actually ever watch it.
I'm
that why
putting
you gave
some
it
things
6 years
together. I'm putting some things together now, some psychological things. I've always fancied myself somewhat of a this is an official psychological term, somewhat of an Uncle Jesse, and it's all making sense now. I look at He-Man's haircut, and then I look at Lionel from Thundercats, and that's why I liked it.
Yep.
That's why I liked it. I was like, look at those locks, bro.
Yeah. Look
at
This
that
guy has
hair.
time to fight crime and look that good.
Didn't he have an
I'm
opening
sorry,
for his
isn't that
abs, too?
not the... Oh my god, why am I going to forget the name of the movie right now? Oh, isn't that not the Iron Claw? Is that not the
It
same
is.
haircut?
Yeah. Same.
Yeah, he's
That
rocking
is-
the iron claw. Maybe it's a little longer. It's a little longer,
Yeah.
pocketed, a little closer to the chin.
Yeah,
but
okay.
it's very much the Iron Claw. Yeah, He-Man rocked the Iron Claw. And to be
I
fair,
respect
they,
Zac Efron.
they knocked that shit the fuck out in the
They
movie.
did, yeah.
They were like, fuck that, Dolph. We know you got a good head of hair. We're gonna rock that shit permed, mulleted, like hard. It was a hard, like bleach blonde, spiky mullet.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking sick. Pretty fucking sick. I was honestly kind of ashamed of myself as a child not being able to pull off that look. You know what I mean? I was like, I'll never have hair like that. You
Yeah.
know, just a little fat kid, a little fat 12-year-old. Storm off to my room. I'll never be blonde. My mom was like, go son, wait. All right, so Doug takes it. So I think it is going to be eventually, it's either going to be Rangers versus X-Men, Spider-Man versus X-Men, But we're moving on to Rugrats versus Doug. That's like going to be the next one. Ouch.
My heart.
Ouch.
It's
It
a hard one
fucking
to make,
hurts
but
my
I know
heart.
what I know what the decision is.
It hurts my heart.
My decision.
The Rugs versus the Dougs.
Doug versus the Dougs, and I'm going to go.
Does Doug have a last name?
Funny.
Funny.
Funny? That's
Yeah,
what it was.
Doug Funny.
Yeah.
All right, so X-Men is seated. So what are we going with?
Over-
Rangers
Oh.
or Spider-Man? I mean, that's riff versus riff right there
Yeah,
because
yeah.
wow,
still stick with the
versus
Spider-Man, yeah.
wow,
It's not even that, dude. It's the
Battle of the
beginning, just
Riffs.
right at the beginning.
Battle
Just
of the
dun,
Riffs.
dun, 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 dun,
Oh yeah,
dun,
yeah.
dun.
There you
The
go, dude. That
beginning
is
like,
that is the power riff of the song.
yeah,
You're right.
oh my
You're right.
God.
I always
That's
get
a hard
attached
one.
to melody. You know,
Yeah,
being a
that's
musician, I get attached to melody. That is the rhythm of rhythms. I honestly, I used to sound check with that. Oh yeah, so fun, so fun. Hard tone to replicate too. Honestly,
Yeah.
whoever performed it originally, shout out to your tone. You were recording in the '90s, and you got that sick, clean ass fucking. This is all geeky shit. That's not the normal geeky shit I talk about. I talk about audio geeky shit sometimes too. And you guys are like, you look like I'm speaking Japanese.
Well, no, I too.
Music.
I too get it. I also don't know
Los
much about recording
músicos.
guitar, but yeah,
I know some words.
I know things.
I currently learned the new word octaves.
Octaves? I believe there are registers and octaves. But yes, okay, so what do you got?
Sadly, I'm gonna have to go with Spider-Man on this
Spider-Man.
one. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. My
Much as-
Morphin was a big one for me, but that Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's gonna take it. Spider-Man's gonna take it on my end.
Yeah.
Spider-Man will take it on my end.
So Spider-Man's gonna sweep.
Webhead.
Spider-Man sweeps.
Yeah.
Webhead sweeps.
Spider-Man.
I mean, that's very suitable. I'm glad that the final two tiers, to determine, because it's going to eventually boil down to a funny cartoon
Yeah.
versus an action cartoon. But the final two tiers, that's pretty good, man. Rugs versus Dougs, and the X versus the sex. The Spider-Man. I don't know. I tried, guys. I really tried. I tried. Forgive me. I got to get something going on here when I bomb a joke where I could just do a drop where it's.
Or you just
Alright.
do like the sideways bar fail.
All right. So we're on to our second to the last tier because I mean after this we still have one more. Un mas. It's like the final victor who takes it away. So what do we say, guys? Rugs versus Dougs. I think you've already
Yeah, I've
Made
made
the
that
decision.
I got
decision.
mine.
Foxy. What do you say?
Rugs versus Doug,
She's
dude.
already redheaded.
I'm gonna zoom in on her. I'm gonna zoom in on her so bad. She's asleep. She's full blown asleep. She's just so happy right now. She's like, finally, a strong man can hold me. But she's gonna side eye me like with the. You see what a real man looks like? You see what a real man looks like?
Oh,
I don't know why I
that
made
was
her.
not bad.
I don't know why I made her southern accent. That was the first time I ever gave her, but I think it fits. Are you from Alabama?
She seems like she would give you lots of twang with a surplus of attitude.
Yeah,
So like,
yeah, it fits. It fits. You know. So, you guys want to? Anybody want to volunteer to go first?
I'll go first. I'm going Rugrats.
Rugrats. That means I think Rugrats is going to take it.
Yeah.
To the behest of Doug. I mean,
Don't get me wrong. Epic
Mr.
show.
Funny, you put up a good showing. You hung in there hard. Good job, buddy. But Rugrats
Just
is going to take it.
A brief shout out to the animation of Doug.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, a brief shout out to kind of everything about the original Doug. You know who played both Roger, Doug. He didn't play Skeeter, but other several voices. You know who played him, right? No. Billy West.
Was it Billy West?
Billy West.
Wow.
Big Bill.
Oh, it was Billy West.
know.
Billy West, the original, and then
Did they let him
I
in?
forget. I forget exactly what happened, but the company that produced Doug was actually called Jumbo, and they were one of the only shows that was like independent from Nickelodeon. Like, you had like Klasky Csupo and all these other animation
Yeah.
studios that did basically worked directly for Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
And then Jumbo was like this other production company entirely. And they basically, their contract ended, and they found out they found out how much money some of the other animators were making, and they were like, dude, Doug is like a huge hit for you, like we should be making more money. And so that's why the whole Disney thing happened. Because Jumbo owned Doug. So that's why,
Oh, and Nickelodeon was like, no, we're not going to pay you. So
Yep.
they were like, let me take my goods
yeah,
elsewhere,
fine.
friend.
Well, and then you want to know a nice little ironic fact, and I don't know how much you guys know the Disney Doug. I actually very much like the Disney Doug. Disney Doug is really good. The reason Billy West couldn't end his contract with Nickelodeon is because he worked on countless shows for them.
Yeah.
Ren and Stimpy, he did fucking mad voices on there, and so it's like he was
Would
like,
have been probably like
yeah, he was like, I can't
interest from doing
compromise all of this
Yeah.
for the one show, and so that's why you had a new Doug and new voices on the Disney one.
I see.
So yeah, so these are the little behind the scenes kind of things, little unfortunate things, but that's business, baby. That's business, and it fucking sucks. It sucks. It sucks a fuck. It sucks a real fuck, everybody. So okay,
Bye.
the Rugs moves on, and to me, I think we're already kind of on the cusp of the obviousness of what moves on here. I think X-Men takes it for me. It's like an obvious one. As much as I love the Spidey one, I'm proud it made it this far. Kind of pissed that Batman and TMNT got knocked out. So I was really hoping it would be Batman versus X-Men. That was, to kind of reveal now what my dogs and the horse, what my horse and the dogs were, what my horse in the race was. Yeah, I was hoping it would be Batman versus X-Men, and that would be the hardest decision I would have to make. And I would probably have chosen Batman. But I mean, here we are. Totally different outcome.
Yep.
Totally, absolutely different outcome. Look at us.
Look at us.
Look at how far we've come.
Look at us.
We did it, guys. We made it. But yeah, so for me, X-Men's a lock.
Yep.
Yep.
X-Men.
So
X-Men over Spider-Man, right? That's the selection? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to go X-Men.
all right. So okay, the hardest decision we have to make, guys. Here we are.
Versus X-Men?
Rugrats versus X-Men.
Sorry, kids.
Sorry, kids.
Execute Order 66 on these kids.
I mean, where's Anakin?
All right, Anakin.
I honestly, I would put up the Mega Hyper Heroes. I don't know if you guys remember that Rugrats episode, the one where they were like superheroes.
Yeah.
I thought
I'd
it was
put
like the super diaper babies? No?
Mega Diaper Babies.
Mega
The
Diaper
Hyper Heroes were the show
The
that they
actual
watched.
show,
That
yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, got it. But yeah, the Mega Diaper Babies. I'd put them up against the X-Men.
Absolutely.
Great T-shirt
I'm
idea.
going to go ahead and say that.
We'll
just
do the final shot of the X-Men intro, and it'll be the X-Men right there, and then the Mega Diaper Babies charging in the other direction, like against
Yeah.
them. That'd be epic. That'd be epic. Coming soon. T-shirt. Check out our merch, guys. All right. But so, anybody want to go first?
I'm going to. Mine. Oh God, this is so hard, and it's borderline predictable, I guess, because maybe I just have to bring like the soft feminine energy, even though I'm aggressive as fuck half the time. I'm gonna go Rugrats. I love X-Men.
She's gonna
so
go
much.
Rugrats.
I'm gonna go Rugrats only for the fact that like I can guarantee you I've watched Rugrats throughout my life way more than I've watched X-Men. And not to say that I haven't watched X-Men a lot, not to say I don't love X-Men, but Rugrats is still, it's a very, very important part of my childhood to me.
Rugrats. All right. So I don't even know you anymore. I don't even know who you are. Is your name even Christina?
Well, being a man of shorter stature, I will resonate with Wolverine, so it's X-Men for me. I'm not that short, though, I swear. But yeah.
It's like, I'm a dating app 6 foot, all right?
Yeah, that's what I am. When I stand up straight, I'm 6 feet tall.
All right, I'm going to play wrestling
On a
music
good
right
day.
now. Hopefully this works out. This was the twist I wanted to add. Here we go. We're getting other opinions on this last tier, everybody.
Oh, gosh.
Oh.
Yeah, she's there. Hey, sister, can you hear me?
Hello?
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 Hey, you're on the podcast. We're recording right now. Is Pat around too, by any chance?
Hey, podcast?
Hey, this is,
He's at work.
he's at work. Okay, is Kenzie around?
Yeah.
Okay, so, could you get her and bug her for a second and help us decide? We've rounded out the final tier. We wanted to get you guys to weigh in on it.
Oh, okay, hold on. Can I put you on speaker?
Yeah, of course. So yeah, we're doing this. We almost made it.
Bring a guest in.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna play wrestling music. Oh, another opinion for the polls.
Kenzie's gonna be so confused.
She'll get it. She'll get it enough.
No, she's gonna go immediate teenager voice. What?
A full curtain pull.
She's right here.
Okay, so we know you could kind of explain to her if you want, but we know we've been doing the cartoon best cartoon intros. Which one's the best? This versus that. You know, we asked you the other day. So the final two out of all the tiers that we broke down, the one that survived was Rugrats and X-Men animated series. So we need your vote and we need Kenzie's vote.
I'm gonna probably stick with Rugrats.
Okay. So we got
Sounded
two.
like X-Men.
we got so far it's neck and neck. Kenzie might be the tiebreaker if she doesn't know what we're talking about. See if you could ask maybe Dad or if Donnie's around.
Donnie's there.
Okay. Yeah, because she did.
She's like, I don't know what the fuck you guys are on about right now. She's
Probably automatically choose Rugrats just because she's a little bit more familiar, but I feel like that's a little bit like biased.
is Donnie there?
She doesn't count.
Let me see. Let me see if I can get him.
Yeah, if you could get him, then he might be the tiebreaker. Because I know if it's up to Kenzie, it's gonna be Rugrats, and if it's up to Dad, it's gonna be X-Men. Bear with us, everybody. I'll put elevator music right here.
You're on the podcast right now. They need.
Donnie, brother, you're on the podcast.
What's up?
Okay, so we asked you the tiers, the best '90s intros, the cartoons.
Yes.
Okay, so we got the final two. We need you to be the tiebreaker.
All right.
Okay, so it's the last two, dude. We're giving them to you. Here we go. X-Men the animated series or the Rugrats.
Oh. Oh, that's evil. I'm gonna have to go X-Men, dude.
Oh! And X-Men takes it. X-Men is the victor. Thank you guys so much for weighing in. I will make sure to tag you guys in the episode and make sure you guys get the credit you deserve as extra guests. Thank you so much. Thank you so. Go ahead. What?
Bye, guys.
Bye. We'll talk to you later.
As I said before.
X-Men! 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 X-Men!
Execute Order 66. Do it.
Oh man, what a fucking blast. What a fucking blast that was. And I think this is going to be a theme. Me and Javi were talking a little bit, full curtain pull. We were talking about after every season that I do, maybe we'll do a couple different because we have a lot of ideas for these like kind of competition episodes. But I like this.
Yeah.
This is fun. This is really fun. It didn't rely on any other, kind of me using other videos and stuff. And we just got to shoot for the fences, baby.
Yes.
That's it for season 1 of the Nerdworthy podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank everybody who supported this show so far. I will be back. I'm taking a brief hiatus for a couple of months to focus on some music stuff that I got to get done. And then I'm coming back full force with some new ideas. We got a lot of shit in the hopper that we want to do. Mostly, me and Javi have already talked about we're going to do our number one crushes, right? Through the 90s,
Yeah.
Let's go. All right. You guys have anything else to say? Any plugs? Anything you guys want to promote?
Go follow nerd_worthy on Instagram. Just do that. So that way you guys can see all the content we put together on IG. Yeah. And continue watching this podcast.
Have a great day.
Goddamn right. We love you guys. Thank you. Thank you, nerds.